Hello viewers, welcome to my channel Sharing Thoughts. Today my discussion topic is components of a resume. This video will be helpful for both fresher and experienced professional. Let's get into the session. So my agenda is to handle all the components of a resume. The components are objective, skills, achievements, experience, certification, education and personal information. Added to this, I am also going to tell you the definition of resume and why we need to create a resume. Let's get into the first topic. So first, what is a resume? So it is a document which contains the skills, background, experience and achievements of a job seeker. Why to create a resume? A resume is the first thing which a recruiter sees before seeing the job seeker. So from the resume, the HR can understand the skills and achievement, and also there is a good chance to associate the expectation and the skill sets, and there is more chance for the recruiter to shortlist you if your skill set matches the requirement. Next slide. What is an objective? So now we are going to deal with the first component, which is objective. So objective contains career goals. Objective should be very crisp. It should be of one paragraph which contains 3 to 5 sentences. So an objective can also contain job title. An objective should never be a copy paste. Why objective has to be mentioned? It is to catch the attention of the employer. From this, the employer can also understand the attitude and skills of the job seeker. Next slide. How to write an objective? So here is an example. So a fresher can write like this: seeking entry-level position to utilize my skills and knowledge. An experienced people can write like this: a smart working individual aspiring for team lead position in a reputed organization. So in this particular objective, the position team lead is mentioned. Aspiring for challenging position in MNCs to build my skills and contribute those to the organization. In this particular objective, the word MNC is mentioned. So the recruiter can understand that the job seeker wants to be placed in an MNC. So the last point is highly self-motivated person looking for sales manager role in pharmaceutical industry. So here the job seeker is trying out for a position of sales manager in pharmaceutical industry. So both job title and the industry is mentioned in the objective. Next slide. So we are moving on to the next component, skills. So why should I include skills? So skills are significant which can boost your chances of getting hired. What can be included? So a technical person can include skills like the programming languages that he knows, the software that he is working on and all those things. For example, Java, .NET, SAP or other technical softwares. So in the non-technical side, that is the soft skill side, you can also mention communication, teamwork, creativity, collaboration and so on. So a technical person can also include the soft skills. Next slide. So now how to include the skills? So for a fresher can include like this: achieved distinction in typewriting, both lower and higher. Good at developing graphical design with Photoshop. So here the skill is to develop graphical design with the help of a Photoshop software. Ability to develop application using Java and advanced Java. So here the software is Java and advanced Java, and the person can develop the application. Adapt to changes quickly. The last one is the soft skills. Next one. So how an experienced person can mention the skills? So if he or she is a freelancer, then good at writing English article by using high standard vocabulary. So this can be used by a freelance writer. So in terms of IT, has a good number of experience working in Java, also worked with HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So he or she has included all the software that he or she is working on. Skilled in designing and executing manual test cases. So this is an example of a tester skill. Next slide. So a skill can also be represented by using the rating. So in the HTML, out of 5, you can rate yourself 4 or according to your expertise. Same way, skills can also be in the tabulated form by separating hard skills on the soft skills. Next, achievements. So we are moving on to the next component, achievement. Why should I mention achievement? So an organization always look for a person who can achieve something. So if you mention your achievements along with the proof, then so the proof should be shown during the interview process. So it is always good to write the achievements so that there is more chance for you to get hired. Next, what can be mentioned? So you can mention special awards. You can mention all the things which has promoted the organization. Yes, next slide. So here I have given some example for some of the fields. So academician can mention the achievement like this: achieved greater result by modifying assessment techniques. Next, a customer service executive can mention like this: received best performer award for customer service during the period 2017-18. So in the example 2, the year and the award has been mentioned clearly. Next, a student secured topper grade in MCA with GPA of 9.3. Next slide. So then about the experience. So if you are an experienced professional, so here are the guidelines. So always have your current profile on the top. So a recruiter will always look at the current profile only. Next, include job title, organization name and duration. And the duration should be mentioned in this format, that is month and year. Next, so all the achievements can be entered under the particular organization or add achievements under the respective work history. Next, so you should mention all the keywords or the skills which matches the job description so that the recruiter will be very clear about your skills. Don't miss out any skills. Then do not drag and make your resume too lengthy. This is very important. Nobody will be interested to read a lengthy resume. And explain crisply. Always explain your experience, your responsibilities crisply, but use all the necessary keywords. Next, certification. So this is one of the important component of a resume. So why do I need to mention my certification? So it is a proof of showing your expertise. Next, it is one of the added advantage. So if you include certification in the resume, so your resume will be something different from the others who have not mentioned about the certification or who have not done any certification. So you can stand out from peers and there is more possibility of your resume getting shortlisted. Next, I have listed down some of the common certification program: MCP, which is Microsoft Certified Professional, SHRM, PMP, Salesforce, CCNA, and so on. Next slide. Next is about the education. So what are all the things that we can include in the education? So you should include all these attributes either in a tabulated form or in a list forms. First, you should mention the course name, where you studied, mode of study, year of completion, and aggregate. You can mention the aggregate if it is reasonable or good. Next, the last thing which I am going to discuss is the personal information. So you should include your name, address, primary contact number and alternate contact number in the top. So these are all the primary details along with the email address, that is name, address, contact number and email address should be mentioned on the top. Next, in the last, you can mention the date of birth, your family details, whether you have passport or not, and you can include the photo in the top place. So these are all the essential information that you have to include in the personal info section. Next, how to represent. So either you can represent your personal info by dividing a page into two. In the left side you can mention the personal info and right side about your experience, skills, achievements and all the other components, or else you can do it in the hierarchical order. First your name, contact details and email address and so on, and then you can list down your objective, skills, achievement, experience and all those things, and finally you can include your date of birth, family details, whether you have passport or not, and all the details. Photo is optional. Next, so almost I have come to the end of the session. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up, please share with your network, and also subscribe to my channel, and also press the notification icon. Thank you very much, viewers.